wanna work it out. Also realised that I wasn't like recording the entire first part of this, but fuck it. No, I'm the only one who watches it. Right, so moving through, this is absolutely fine. You guys come out now. Like the cavern that you guys are in at the moment is really just fucking gorgeous. Like this place that you're in. By the way, Kanye, you're like, I need to bring chicks here. Like this is the best fucking like, you know, getting people impressed spot ever, because it's just this beautiful cavern, really large, but all embedded into the ceiling is like very, very tiny sort of glowing rocks. Not particularly magical, but it looks like you're looking up to a sort of starscape far above you. There are obviously sort of like signs of damage around here. There was some sort of battle around here. But generally, like the actual cavern itself is beautiful. Up and on your left, sort of as you come up this place, you see a building. Does anybody read Dwarfish?
No.
As a language?
Because I'm dead. You hear a dwarf's voice inside all of your heads.
Yeah. None of you speak Dwarfish? Okay. You see that there are like angular runes cut into a signboard across the door. These doors are like the most thick, secure doors that you've pretty much seen in this place. Like they are noticeably more like well wrought compared to the ones down where you met the Wraith. Like this is like I mean, you can roll an insight check if you kind of want to work out what this room is.
Or just spells.
You don't know what this is.
I'm gonna roll.
What we're on insight.
9.
He's already got it.
No, I mean, I thought it was for everyone rolling for themselves.
You can like I can. Two of you can roll. If one of you wants to like roll you know, whatever.
Is it insight or history?
I would say that this is more of a. I'll let you use either one actually. Fuck it, I'll be kind.
History is an 18.
This looks like Neil, you have read enough books from the library that you know that this is the traditional way that like basically dwarven R&D stations are set up like this. So this would be where the like very delicate cutting edge stuff is.
Yeah.
You don't really know about the Forge of Spells, but this would probably be where it would be.
I replicate this information into the group in the form of being. I think dwarves used to make some really cool shit in rooms like this, but I'm not particularly sure.
That instantly clicks, like this sort of spells or like making items. I'm like, guys, we might want to look around here very, very intensely to see if we can find it.
Pebble goes, making items, sits down, starts picking pots.
Pebble, I would say, like obviously, like this whole place, Pebble is very familiar to you in that it's kind of like an underground place, and this is set out very similar to like the top end workshops would be in Gnome Guard. Like this looks like a secure facility for research.
Can I check if the door is trapped / locked?
Absolutely can.
Investigation?
Yes, please.
That's a 21.
With a 21, the door does not appear to be trapped. It is locked, however, you can see that the doors are like slightly melted, particularly around the hinges. You could probably like lift these doors away from the walls. The lock is like extremely intricate and would be like a very difficult thing to open. It looks vaguely magical, although whatever magic was there has been sort of like melted and damaged. But it's like a very complicated lock for a very secure, thick iron door. However, you can see that it's melted all around the edges and sort of like slightly dripping, and particularly where the hinges meet the wall, you're like, somebody could fucking lift this off.
I pat Pebble on the shoulder. I'm like, hey. Oh, and I give him a bardic inspiration.
If you want to kick off the doors or pull them off the wall, you could absolutely do that. Pebble.
Let's do it.
Pebble, you don't need to roll for this. No,
It's mad, Pebble.
Pebble, I'm gonna say you don't even need to roll for this. You watch Pebble just like gently tug these doors off and just like lay them onto the sides. Like they just like peel away from the wall, and you can hear like the screaming of metal being pushed way beyond its sort of like limits. But for you, Pebble, you literally just like and lay them aside. You don't even need to roll for it. The check was so low and your ability is so high. I'm not going to force you. Just want to know, do you come inside? I assume you do, but what's the order? How are you organising this?
I'm very eager. I'd probably be like right after Pebble.
Okay. So Pebble, then Kanye, then who? Dharma, where are you at?
He's muted.
He's having a wank. Dirty bastard.
Probably.
And
Dirty.
Pause Riley Reid and come back to us.
Yeah. This is, though, like, as you enter, by the way, Pebble, you can see that this is like a like, even, like, this stuff's old, but even you were like, this would be a, like, top level gnome workshop. Like, this was like, nowadays you could find this stuff in Gnomeguard, but this is obviously like really well appointed and like ahead of its time in terms of like really good crafted sort of like tools. The place is like damaged all around. The work tables are all scorched. You can see that the plaster is kind of like melting and dripping down slightly. What draws your attention is that in the center of the room there is like a brazier with just like a vibrant green flame, like the color of like leaves on trees, sort of green, just sort of swirling gently in a brazier, and as you guys enter, you just hear in your mind, Pebble, hello.
hello, hello, who that?
Off to your side, you see a small spherical creature about like 4 feet across. 4 eyeballs protrude on stalks, and in the center of the body is a large eye with like a mouth, and it's just sort of floating in the air. Hi there.
Friend?
This is
We
where
can be
this is where Pebble
friends.
dies.
We can be friends. Friends are fine.
Hey,
Bill goes in.
Friend,
are you the
friend.
proprietor of this workshop?
No, I'm not the proprietor of this workshop. Thank you very much for saying that. Actually, one of the wizards who guards this workshop summoned me from the abyss, and I'm just here to make sure nobody takes anything. How are you? Why are you here? Who are you? Are you working for the wizards here?
Yeah. Actually, they just they told us to come and grab some stuff for them, actually.
Roll a deception check.
What advantage?
Just standard deception.
I'm pretty sure I put myself in makeup.
Just roll a deception check.
Fucking war paint, alright?
God damn it.
When you don't know which character, like, you're fighting against.
Just roll a deception check. You're convincing it.
We did.
Oh my goodness, I didn't realise that you were one of the wizards. Oh my god, I should have known. Are you here to dismiss me from my duty? Are you here to let me clock out? Because if you want me to clock out, I can absolutely just clock out right now.
Yes.
It's gone.
Please, yes.
It's gone.
I was sweating.
Um,
I look at take everything.
Are you investigating this place?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, my
Okay.
God. Yeah, so mine's having internet problems, by the way.
Oh, dude, sucks.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, you want to investigate? Absolutely. Could I just get like an investigation and an arcana maybe from somebody proficient in arcana? And if you want to, you can give each other advantage, obviously. So Neil, you can roll investigation again with advantage.
I give Neil. Yeah. Ooh.
28.
That's a 12. Oh, sorry.
You
11.
can roll it with advantage if you want.
Again.
That is a 15.
Okay. So, couple of quick things. You very quickly, Neil, find that most of this place is wrecked. And it's not even worth it. There's a whole storeroom at the back. It's just shattered, all mouldy stuff. However, there are two things that are sort of resting in underneath where that creature was, sort of in the top left-hand corner. One of them is a really exquisite mace, which is emblazoned with the symbol of Lathander, the god of dawn. It's shaped like the head of the mace is shaped like a sunburst almost, but it's obviously just like spikes of solid sort of like brass. It glows very faintly, and you expect that this is likely some sort of magical weapon.
Can I identify it?
You can identify it. Next to it, also, you find a breastplate, which is thick iron, but with like painted onto it is a golden dragon, sort of like curled up. And as you get closer, the golden dragon just slightly moves and like wriggles. And you assume that this is probably also some sort of magical armament. You cast Identify, Kanye.
I'm on both of them.
On both of them. You have in your hands the last created magical items from Wave Echo Cave. The mace is called Lightbringer, which is a +1 mace. They also, on the person activating it, it can glow like a torch when it's wielder commands, and when it's glowing, it does an extra 1d6 radiant damage to undead creatures. And the breastplate is named Dragon Guard, and it's plus one breastplate, and it also grants its wearer advantage on saving throws against breath weapons of dragon creatures. And I will put those in the handouts for you guys. I think you can find them on D&D Beyond, but if not...
yeah, I think you can. I can have a look.
Just having a check now.
They are there. And that is what you have
Right.
found.
I'm not really interested in
What
weapon.
you notice, though, Kanye, is that green fire in the sort of like center. You can see that this is like a diminished form, but was probably the forge that they sort of like built this cave around. And you kind of like are like looking at it, and you're like, Joe, what? My dad had a thing like this, like when I was in Waterdeep, because obviously your dad is a very renowned sort of like creator of magical musical instruments. This looks really similar to something you have in your house, and it's like a shit version of it, but you're pretty sure that if you were to put some non-magical weapons or armor in here for like a minute, then they would become magical for 12 hours.
Okay. I relay that to the rest of my team. Anything you guys want to soup up? I immediately put my my armor into it if it's not magical.
Well,
So
has anyone claimed the Lightbringer and the breastplate?
Yeah,
Just
I'm
not-
I'm not interested in those like that.
Pebbles grab them.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
We have finally found something that increases my AC.
So the breastplate is a +1
Wonder-
breastplate that gives you, like I said, advantage. You can.
Oh, what's it under in the
It's called Dragon Guard,
Dragon Guard.
but essentially it is a +1 breastplate. If you
Yeah.
can't
It is
find
there.
it.
You will be able to find it. No, it is there. I found it, so you should be able to.
Okay, so and it gives you advantage
Yeah,
on dodging breath weapons, essentially.
It's making you a fucking dragon killing machine, aren't we?
Yeah, you have become a bit of a dragon slaying motherfucker.
and then yeah, Lightbringer is the
Just
weakest weapon.
a +1 mace. It's basically a +1 mace, but you can use it as a torch and
Yeah.
to deal 1d6 radiant to undead. So I don't know if it's much better than anything that you already have.
Against undead.
I think it might be ever so
good.
slightly. Yeah. Okay. The
It is-
same.
against undead, it is as good as the Dragon Slayer.
The only thing that's slightly better is because it's radiant. It's useful against undead because it's radiant damage specifically. So, but apart from that, it's not. It's not any better than your dragon slaying greatsword. But you can use it as a torch.
Yeah, I mean
is-
that's effectively why I'm grabbing it.
So while that's equipped, you have 20 foot of bright light and 20 foot of dim light is what you emit, essentially.
You guys seeing what Martin's typing, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's in the thing. We can see him.
Yeah, it's a shame, man. He's getting fucking slain by these Daleks.
No. I offer my condolences.
Do we want to like reconnect the call? Would that work? Do you think? I don't know if it's just the internet
His
being.
internet's been struggling for a couple of days.
Hmm.
Let me see. I'm going to ask me if he wants to just reset and try and join in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Would
Oh my god.
Yeah, he's going to reboot.
Okay, that we can hang about for a moment while we reboot.
I put my studded armor into the little thing.
Okay, so if like this is a good quick time, it won't really affect Martin because he doesn't have any armor or whatever. So if you put something in this brazier for a minute, it becomes a +1 weapon or armor.
I put my armor and my dagger.
Okay.
My maul's going in there.
So that's now a +1 weapon for 12 hours. Okay, so you just need to make a note of that. Just so I know, because obviously, like I said, I'm tracking how long you're in here for, and I just want to kind of keep an eye on stuff like that, essentially.
Yeah, I'm just gonna add it as one so my AC goes up, and then I will.
Oh my god, this fucking banana liqueur is the most delicious thing I've ever had in my life.
Show me the bottle. Yeah, that one's tasty. Very tasty.
My guy.
There is kind of no point of Nil doing it because it takes him an hour to take off the armor and another hour to put it back on.
That is one thing I will say.
What happens if we put Nil in there?
I burn and I roll with the character.
He just gets pleasantly warm, I think.
Yeah. Nil just sits inside.
It's like
and
putting
is
him in a
pleasantly warm.
it's like putting him in a sauna. Like that's putting Neil in the brazier. He doesn't get any bonus, but it's comfy. His pores
Nil
are
has a relaxing.
his metallic pores have really fucking opened up, and he feels incredible. Yeah.
Nil is now a +1 to happiness.
Fucking shit state of affairs. If there's anything you want to make magical, you can do that, and it just takes like a minute of time, and it lasts 12 hours.
Can I take the thing with me?
These hands.
You can't just put your fists in as much as I wish you could. That is a later monk level thing that you can do. You can't move it. It's like stuck fast to the floor.
Okay.
Okay,
I
how
put
stuck
the
fast
jacket
is it?
in and make it just fucking like I don't want any bonuses. I just want it to be magically rad as fuck.
What, your leather jacket thing?
Yeah.
As you pass it through the green flames, it looks fucking sick, man. You get +1 charisma checks with the DM for the rest of this.
Yeah, baby.
So that's where we're at. If there is anything you guys want to do, I think as well at this point, I'm going to call that a short rest because you've been fucking around with this thingy for long enough. So we're kind of at now. What do you guys want to do next? Like I said, you
fuck up Nesnar.
Yeah, let's go get Nesnar and the spider motherfuckers.
So you're going straight ahead towards the top, or are you going to the left, or are you kind of cutting back?
To the left.
To the left. Okay, cool. Can you just put yourself in marching order and kind of like in that direction? Now Pebble is the Lightbringer. I don't know how you guys want to organise this.
I will also check for traps while walking through.
Okay, roll a quick investigation check. So, like, as you're walking through, you're hearing louder than ever that sort of like of like waves crashing on the shore. It's cold here and like really, really damp, and you can feel like a noticeable breeze, particularly from the sort of like area to the north of you. Like you feel like a real kind of like, ooh, that's like a brisk sort of wind. You don't appear to see any traps.
What can we see? Because that's in our line of sight with dynamic lighting, right?
Yeah.
That little floaty thing. So doing perception.
Yeah. So, what you can see so far is obviously the walls are sort of like slick natural stone. This is like a well organized room. You see, as you kind of head in that direction, hovering above sort of like a bunch of corpses, Pebble, you see it's what looks like a skull surrounded by fire, just like light green fire, like bobbing in the air, almost.
I am going to shoot it with my longbow.
Go for it. It's a +1 longbow now, remember? Because you put it in.
Yeah. 17 hit.
Does a 17 hit? Let's find out. 17 does hit.
That's 9 damage.
9 damage. Okay, cool. So you guys all watch as Pebble, holding this mace, suddenly sort of like stops, pulls out a longbow, races through the air, pings off the fucking tunnels like some sort of like trick shot, and just like crashes into this like hovering ball of green fire, which suddenly, and then you see that thing is obviously upset, but that also the things next to it, which look like the bodies of something, begin to wriggle and move.
DM, just real quick, that didn't kill it. I have a second attack to do with that.
It
action.
didn't kill it. You can roll your next attack.
Yeah, just before it starts awakening everything. Never mind. Missed it. That one.
Can I shoot it?
Okay, I'm going to
Roll initiative.
I'm going to say roll initiative now, because you have just hitting it with the longbow was like a surprise thing. Now it's initiative.
Cool.
Violence! Father, I crave violence! It is 19 I have rolled.
Wow.
It is 18 I have
18.
rolled.
Also 18.
11.
Okay, so let me just so that's 19 and then 18. So 19 for Pebble, 18 for Nil.
A little floaty head of green light wouldn't take much damage to explode, but here we are.
Dharma also got an 18. Damn.
What's your dex?
You go on the same initiative, so you can.
Higher than me, dickwad. Just fucking take it.
You can decide on your round who you want to go first because you've got the same dex, so like same initiative. So it is technically Nil then Dharma if you don't have an opinion about it. But if you're like, oh, like if Nil's like I want to set something up, or Dharma's like I want to set something up, you're technically on the same order.
Dharma's, like Nil's a sub, so Dharma goes first.
Well, okay, fine. I can go first. That's fine. Yeah, don't worry about it.
Okay, so it is Pebble first.
So I'm gonna go here. There's a bottleneck here.
Pebble can go wherever the fuck Pebble wants to go.
Pebble's gonna go here because there's a bottleneck here. He'd suggest anyone else punchy or fairly tanky do the same thing. Lose another shot at that fucker with the green fire. Fuck him. There's a 14 hit.
I believe a 14 does hit.
Right, I'm just gonna roll my second one as well because we're loading up another one. And that is a 25, so both hit.
Fucking
so
hell. Yeah, they
that's
do
a
both hit.
8 damage and 9 damage. 17 damage.
I mean, okay. This thing is still there. Just
What?
like this thing is still there, but like the jawbone is completely gone. As you guys just watch Pebble, like fuck it, Pebble. At the same time, just pulls out 2 arrows at once, and like fucking Robin Hood's 2 fucking arrows at the same time. They just pling pling, and like the complete jawbone is gone from this like floating skull, which is still screaming really aggressively. It's still alive, but it looks upset.
Am I in my bonus round allowed to prepare an attack, or is that a full round thing?
That's no. That's you need a full action to do that. But you've got whatever movement you want still.
No, I think I'm gonna. I was gonna step there, but I'm actually step here. No, I'm not. I'm gonna stay there. I'm gonna stay.
Okay. Cool. It is going to. Oh shit! 1 second. I just need to check something because it casts more spells than I think it does.
Oh god.
I just need to check what spells it can cast. Okay. Cool. How far away are you? 5, 10, 5, 10, 15, 20. 30. Okay, cool. You're in range. Everybody makes a deck save.
Yay! Violence.
Everybody make a deck save, please. You need to.
Ah.
You need to beat 13.
Is it an effect I can see?
You can see this, so you get advantage. Okay, so you've all beat this. So luckily, you all take half, which is a good thing. Let me just get some more d6s. Where are my d6s at? Okay.
Fireball.
It's fireball. You watch the skull, its eyes begin to glow even more, and then a ball of green, sickly-looking fire spreads towards you. You take, as a total, 10, 18 damage halved if you saved, so 9 fire damage.
Can I use my reaction to take half of that?
No. I think uncanny. Have you got evasion? No. So uncanny just means if you've got evasion, then you take no damage because you succeeded.
No, when an attacker that you can see hits you with an attack, but I guess it's a spell, I'm going to take 9 and just.
It means.
Can I ask you a question, Connor?
Yeah.
Is fireball a missile?
It. Joe,
It's an
what?
area effect.
Joe, what? No, because this is gonna fuck me in the ass so much later on in life. There was a second where I was like, "This would be so awesome," but I'm going to ruin this for myself in the future. No, this is a spell attack. It's not a missile. Can be throwing fucking magic missiles back at my dudes. No, this is not a thing that you can deflect missiles on.
I feel like that. It does say
Yeah.
a ranged weapon.
Yeah, 9. You all take 9 fire damage because you all fucking managed to save it. And that is the flame skulls. So it is on the next in the initiative order, which is Neil. It's your go.
Oh, this is not Dharma's. What I can do is I am just going
You
to.
sorry, it's either Neil or
Okay.
Dharma. Is like it doesn't matter which one.
I want Dharma to go first because I can't do shit.
Okay.
Okay, this is within 45 feet, right?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Go for it.
Don't let me deflect your magic missile. 9.
9 does not hit.
I think it would. What about 11?
11.
I give him Bardic.
11 does not. 11 does not hit, but
What about 8?
I'm so sad for you, and yet, funny.
What about? One, two,
Yeah!
Yes!
You hit
That's what
it.
we like.
You hit it.
Motherfucker, make me use a key point.
Four.
And it falls, it's the lowest damage possible. 4.
It is finally looking like I said, like half the skull is missing, but it's still kind of just cackling at you.
I was expecting to just literally blow it to dust, and I missed all of my punches, and now it's looking quite menacing, and I'm looking quite scared.
Yeah. Oh shit. Good to know. Okay. Okay, just want to check how much damage that does. That how much is Flaming Spear do? How much damage? It doesn't say how much damage it does though. 2d6. Okay, cool. Cool. It is who on the initiative? Neil, it is your
Neil.
go. This thing is looking fucked up. Like if you can get in range, it's looking fucked up.
I've only got 30 feet, so I don't think I can hit it.
5, 10, 15,
That's
20, 25. You can get within 30, just 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Yeah, magic
Yeah.
missile.
That's your 30 feet movement. You could get there.
Cool. Roll to attack.
And
And
yeah. Remember you do get sneak attack if you hit. And that
Right.
hits.
cool.
Hey, bye skull.
That's 10 plus 8 plus.
I mean,
Plus 1.
like
That's 19 damage.
so Dharma, you like smoothly push past Pebble, run up on this this skull, miss, barely clip it, and you're like, okay, it was hard to hit, and then you just watch the robot clunk, 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 completely murk the fucking skull, and you're like, maybe it wasn't that difficult to hit.
I pat Dharma in the back and just go, maybe next time, and I enter stealth
Okay, cool.
as the trade.
Yeah.
Every time you say I enter stealth, that's what I meant.
I will say, unless Pebble gets closer, you are disadvantaged on all your attacks next time, Neil, because you're getting into darkness. You can't see. It is, though.
Kanye's go.
It is currently Kanye's go.
So where can I get to? Like where Pebble is? Where a little bit further here?
Yeah.
Gents, you
Would I be able to see any of these guys? Is my question, or is that going off their site? So
You
back
can
here, was I able to see it?
you can probably just about make out this dude here.
what does he look like?
Shoot at him.
You
I run as close as I can.
it's like like you're seeing in kind of like the infrared spectrum, because it's like dark sort of light, but for you it's sort of dim and you can see fine because you've got dark vision. This looks grey. Even for dark vision, this looks grey. Like this doesn't look like a healthy human person, and is built like a dwarf.
Well, I am hitting it with my +1 crossbow, right?
Go for it. Roll to hit.
Is he looking particularly unhealthy?
It's not looking alive, my guy.
Particularly, one would say unalive.
7.
Possibly unalive, maybe undead. 7 does not hit.
Okay, as a bonus, I use it. I heal myself.
Okay, cool. It is currently the zombies go, and they are going to run up on these guys. Unfortunately, they have the most garbage speed ever so far.
Yeah.
So they run towards you, but are like very slowly moving to. This is Walking Dead, and not the TV show zombies. Like, they are not quick. They are slow. And so they get to you, but by the time they get to you, you're like, I have plenty of time to prepare my movements. It's Pebble's go.
Pebble is gonna run up on these hoes.
Go for it, Pebble. So you.
Oh my god, there are loads of them.
Yeah, you can move on up if you want. Maybe like barge past Dharma if you want to.
That's exactly
Do you know
what I'm
what?
going to do.
Fuck it. Dharma, make an acrobatics check. Pebble, make a athletics check.
I think he is getting his wrist support. Martin.
Fair enough.
He's just away from the table for a sec.
Then Neil, acrobatics. Pebble, athletics.
15.
Okay.
25.
Okay.
6, sorry.
Like, you know, there are, sort of like capoeira performances where there's like that moment where someone like lifts up somebody so they can kick over them. You do that with Neil, like backflipping over you. So you're like fully in melee, and Neil is behind you, like ready to dive in and do some damage. Pebble,
Nice.
it's like a like Kanye. You need to hire these guys to be your backup dancers. Right, you are in melee range with Zombie.
Cool. Because Pebble doesn't know any better and he thinks his maul is just a glorified torch, he's going to swing with his greatsword.
Swing with the greatsword then.
One closest to one in front of me.
Wait, I identified it. I told you about it.
You
How
would.
smart do you think Pebble is, though?
He has been told, but that definitely hits the one in front of you, right?
Yeah.
I remind him.
You may want to remind him.
Yeah.
The second one, 18 for the one in front of.
Both attacks hit. Roll damage for both.
Oh, that's a shame. 7 for the one in front of me. 12 for the one in front of Dharma.
12. Okay, cool. You can see that the one in front of Dharma is like, this guy was slow, but fuck, like this, he's looking hurt. They look fucked up, but Pebble, roll a religion check.
It's a 3.
You don't notice anything. It is the flame skull is dead, so it's Neil's turn.
You know dick about zombies.
Neil, it's your go, Neil.
Oh, Jesus. Right.
It's when our lack of casters is really hitting us right now. We use AoE attacks.
Yeah.
I have fireball.
There are
Run!
Kanye's like the wizard in the bay. I've got fireball.
I mean, I will gently suggest the fact that there are going to be many of these things, and I wonder how many times we're going to be fighting hordes of anything. Just saying.
I don't think I can hit anything from where I am. Can I?
Make an acrobatics check, and I'll let you like cut past people.
Guys, is it Nil's go or is it Dharma before Nil?
Dharma's go.
It's technically it's Dharma before Neil. He said he wanted it to be you first.
I've dented the one in front of you.
The one in front of you is like looking a bit fucked up.
Yeah, so again, this one, the one in front of me gets pissed.
Go for it.
give Nil a time to move. Fine.
Rolls hit.
That is 25.
Hits. Super hits.
5 damage.
It's one more hit like that, you think.
17.
Hits.
7 damage.
Right. Okay. Let's just see. Head explodes. Dead. And isn't rising again.
So now we focus on this one, I guess.
Yeah.
Because he's in punching range. We've got a third. That's 8.
Hits.
Right. Oh, fucking hell, okay.
Yeah, it's on man.
There's always-
6 damage. Cool. Nice.
And I'm not going to expend a key point on that. I'm just gonna
Okay. It is Neil's turn, and obviously you can get in front of Kanye now. In front of Dharma, sorry, if you want, Neil.
Sweet. Yeah. I mean, I might as well.
So if you attack that one, you get the sneak attack if it's the one in front of Pebble.
Sweet. Yeah, that's the one I'm going to attack with Green Flame Blade. That is a
Hits.
20. Okay, so the first one gets 9 damage plus sneak attack damage, that's a total of 20 plus 1d8.
Okay, cool. That one dies. Roll the
Okay.
extra damage for the
The
one.
other one gets hit for 4 damage
Okay. No, for 1 damage.
plus 3, so 4.
Okay, 4. Okay, so like Dharma, you literally just like explode a dude's head, and then like it's not worth the effort. Neil, like fucking just mechanical like snake from sort of Metal Gear Solid, crawls through your legs, pops up, ching, kills a zombie next to Pebble, and a little flicker of green sort of like sparks drifts through the air and crashes into the zombie in front of Nil, which is hurt but is still there.
I'm going to bonus action disengage and go back behind.
Okay, cool. Acrobatics to get behind, and then it's Kanye's go.
Okay, I tell Pebble, use the mace. The mace I just gave you.
Remember as
Hit
well,
them.
Kanye, if you get behind Pebble, you would have range with your whip still.
Yeah, and then I smack that hoe with a whip.
Smack that hoe with a whip. Sure. So
Shield the hole.
you've been told, Pebble, now.
Fuck's sake. As a bonus, I give Pebble a Bardic.
Yay.
Pebble, it's your go. Sorry, no, it's the zombies' go. Right. Okay, so the one in front is going to go up to Dharma. 5. And one's
Never
going to come
wanted
to you.
Ortho to be here as much as possible right now.
Didn't we beat him up and then send him up?
Yeah. Okay, so
Alrighty then.
Pebble does a 14 hit. No, it doesn't.
No.
Neither of them attack you. They're all just kind of like, as they get closer, now you guys can all see in the light of sort of like Pebble's mace, which is down by his belt at the moment. You can see that these are like workers in decent armor, but in the way that like dwarves tend to always wear. Like a dwarf not wearing armor, it's like, are you really a fucking dwarf? Come on, my guy. Like, these are dwarves wearing armor, but are like, you know, artisan workers, not like fighters, with like pickaxes and sort of like hammers in their hands. on the edge of this Dharma in particular, you can see that this is what looks like a sort of furnace and bellows. They're kind of stumbling towards you like, and they reach out, like not even their hands that have the tools to just sort of like waft at you, and it completely misses. It's your go, Pebble.
Hey, look at this. Right, so I unhook Lightbringer from my belt, and I take a fair old whack. First the one in front of me, then the one in front of Dharma. So that's 18 for the first one.
Okay.
And then 19 for the second.
Roll the... is that with the additional... both of those hit, by the way.
Oh, no, those just hit. I haven't done the damage yet.
Okay.
And then Lightbringer, so that's 1d6 plus 5, and then I'm going to drop another 1d6 on it. So that's 10 plus... 10 plus 6 radiant damage.
For the one in front of you?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And then the one in front of Dharma gets 9
Plus...
You did have a bardic, I believe.
5.
The one in front of Dharma dies. Like the blade before Pebble was like, yeah, okay, this is connecting, this is doing some stuff. I like this sword. This sword is nice. You pull out this thing, and like you can literally feel the like sun begin to glow even more in the presence of this like undeath. You bash the guy in front of you, and you can just hear like as like ripples of like divine fire etch out across the face of this zombie. The other one you smash, and as you hit him, there's just a burst of fire, and he's ashes, dead, fully gone. It is now Dharma's go, or Neil's go, whoever wants.
Dharma, you go, my guy.
So you've got a zombie to your left, within 5 feet, and then there's one that's like 10 feet in front of you.
Can I take a free action to speak to Nil?
Mm-hmm.
How can I help?
Robot, when you said we're fighting the forces of evil, is this what you meant?
Well, I mean, it depends what your definition of evil is, I guess.
Yes or no?
Have you got a coin?
Probably not in the middle of this battle. No, I don't think we have that much time.
Free action.
Fucking bastard! Put it in my hands. I want to put it in your hands.
Roll
Oh,
sleight of hand.
Tails now.
No, I've rolled it. I've rolled the dice. I'm in. I'm in. I'm punching this one hard, and I just scream, "We move forward or not at all."
Neil does like a giddy clap in behind him.
Are you hitting the guy in front of you or to your left?
In front of me. We move forward or not
Hit.
at all, Connor?
Hits.
Okay, I'm just gonna roll my second and third hit as well. 17.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
10.
Their AC is really low.
3 damage here. So 4 plus 7 plus 8.
Okay.
So 19.
Okay. Fuck it. Just quickly roll me an acrobatics check.
Oh yeah, baby. That's a nat 1.
How about no?
Okay. I was gonna give you this, but what actually happens is you're like, I've had this brief moment with the robot who like brought me back into this like party. I'm like, fighting the forces of evil. Bam! Bam! And they're like, I've got this. Wha-bam! And you're like, yeah! And you like go to just kick this dude and you fall on your ass prone. You know, you can use your half of your movement, so there's no mechanical disadvantage. It's just like you fall on your ass for a moment. It's like super fucked up, the dude in front of you, but just still standing. It is Neil's turn though.
Neil is going to move up to here and attack the one in front of Pebble.
Okay.
That's
Hit.
25 to hit. So that
Roll sneak attack as well though.
13 plus 7, that's 20, plus another 8.
Yeah, it's dead.
That's 27 to the first guy, and anyone within range also takes 11.
11.
Yeah. The closest one, that's the only one that can take it, so.
Cool. Dharma, just as you're like literally getting yourself up, you just watch the robot like sneak beside you, stab a sword into the like other zombie, and a little like spark jumps over to the one in front of you, and it finally burns to a crisp. And you're like, this fucking robot. Kanye, it's your go.
So there's still one in front of Pebble,
There's still
right?
2 zombies, one in front of Pebble, one in front of Dharma, but they're both like 5 feet away.
I don't see the one in front of Dharma.
There should
Just
be.
killed it.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so one moved up.
So these 2, they're just like 5 feet away at the moment.
Okay, I hit the one with the whip in front of us.
Okay,
The
cool.
whip's not
Rolls to hit.
doing shit. No, 9.
Hits.
Okay, so it takes 1d4 plus 2, so 3 plus 1d6 5 down. 1d6.
Roll the
fire.
1d6.
3, so 8 damage.
That's enough to kill it. Let me just roll quickly.
I just
Um.
feel intense joy as I do it.
So Pebble, you watch the zombie in front of you, literally like Kanye's whip wraps around it, and then suddenly you just hear like a very sinister, like giggle, and the thing ignites into fire. Looks like it's going to fall, and then suddenly stands back up. Barely alive, but still in some sort of strange undeath. It managed to beat the check because it got a nat 20, but it's still alive. Right.
I'm still standing.
2 zombies are going to move up. The only person they can attack is a certain Dharma. So, 1 manages to hit you. And it does a whole 9 bludgeoning damage, Dharma. And so you just get like, and the guy in front of you, Pebble, is going to hit, and you take 7 bludgeoning damage.
I take 7 bludgeoning damage.
You take 7. Dharma takes 9. As like one zombie just like flails nowhere, the other one hits you, Dharma, and the one in front of Pebble just like shoulder fucking rams him and does 6 damage. It is back around to Pebble, then Dharma, then Neil. The one in front of you is barely alive, Pebble.
Yeah, so boss the one in front of me, and then
So roll to hit the one in front of you.
that's probably the only one I can hit, right? Because I can't boss.
Well, you can hit it and then move, and then hit the next one.
Okay, great. In which case, boss the one in front of me.
That hits.
Okay.
That hits.
So that is.
You.
Us. Yeah, cool.
It's dead. It had 1 HP. So you can move forward.
Yeah, bear with me. Yeah, nice. And then I'm gonna bonk the one in front of me. Again.
Roll to hit.
Whack. 22.
Hits.
And then that is 10.
Damn.
Plus-
Roll the 1d6 as well.
2 radiant damage.
It's fucked up. Dharma, the one in front of you is looking pretty like healthy. The one in front of Peb was looking super fucked up.
Oh, is it my go?
Hmm.
I want to delay my turn. I'm going to delay my turn for Neil. Let the fucking robot take care of it. He's so fucking tough.
Yeah.
Come on.
You're allowed to do that. Go on then, Neil.
I just look at Neil and I just gesture towards the zombies and say, "Be my guest."
So I acrobatics flip over Dharma, giving him a little wink as I do so. And can I land behind the zombie?
Yeah. Roll. Yeah. With that acrobatics, yes, you can.
And because I'm behind and we're flanking, do I technically get advantage?
Mm-hmm. You do indeed get advantage on this zombie.
Sweet. 19 to hit.
Hits.
12 damage. Plus 11, 23, plus 2. And then the other one is going to get just a breezy 7.
No, the other one only gets the 1d8 from it, doesn't they?
Yeah, so it's 4 plus 3. It's 1d8 plus 3 for the second.
Dharma, it's really annoying because you gave the robot like permission to do this, and yet it still fucks you off because he actually did a really good job, and you didn't kind of want him to do a really good job. He just erases the zombie in front of you. Like, you just watch a point of a sword come out and then a little like flicker of green fire running across the blade. The zombie turns into ash. The spark of the blade jumps to the next zombie, which also takes damage, and it's just fucking annoying, you know. It's your go to attack.
I am going to step into this gap,
Okay.
and I am going to look at Nil the entire time and wail on this last zombie.
I love it.
Go for it.
Do not now miss.
You'll get like a nat 20 now.
Hits.
A 10. Or
Hits.
11, and
Last one.
last one, yeah. For 12.
Hits. Roll damage for each of those.
6. So 10 total.
1 second.
17 total.
Okay. The really cool,
Kill it.
the cool thing is the first punch kills it.
Right, okay, fantastic.
like looking Nil in the eyes, you just BAM! Destroy the head. And you're like, I'm so glad that worked the first time. The
Because
zombie
you rolled,
is
does
super
Dharma
dead.
still punch the dead body?
No, he punches once and then is like gentle, you know, some fucking Naruto shit afterwards.
Zombie no jutsu.
Yeah.
I give him a very good thumbs up.
There's no gang signs.
Yeah, you do like a little bit of east side, west side jutsu, and everybody's very impressed. So as I said, you came into this room, you beat up these zombies. The room is now empty. Definitely Pebble, I think, knows the most about this kind of like creation-based sort of area. As Pebble kind of comes out into this cavern, you're like, oh fuck, it's a forge. Like, I know what a forge looks like. Like this, in fact, looks like a blast furnace. You see that there's like a big like bellows for sort of like making the temperature hot enough. So there's this like big rotting wood built together, like held together with like lumps and bands of steel, like wooden bellows for this like thick stone construction of a blast furnace. And then there's what looks to be sort of like a channel in the floor with a like a water wheel, essentially, which you can kind of even like Pebble. You're stupid, but like you know how stuff works. You're like, oh, this is a like mechanical bellows. You get the water wheel to turn, the thing moves up and down, the fire gets hot. I know how this works. This is also probably like where the majority of the smelting of metals was done.
So as I walk past Dharma and Neil, I'm going to pat them both on the shoulder. I go, good, participate, and then I keep walking towards his bellows to have.
Pebble's my favourite. Yeah, you Pebble were like not only like I said to you earlier, like the really impressive thing about this is that this is 200-300 years old. This is cutting edge technology. Like they must have been way ahead of their time to be like powering the bellows by water power and setting this off. And you can imagine that this was at one point a very like slick operation. Like your parents' cavern isn't yet at this point, so and your parents' cavern is fairly cutting edge amongst the gnomes, so this has to be like, you know, if you got to like a gnome capital, this is the kind of tech they would be using in their shops. So this is impressive.
Can I bring any of this back to the cave?
I say this to the party. This really, really good. Almost not as good as gnome, but pretty good for dwarf. They work hard. Good effort. God love Shire. Yeah, I was. Can you just? Where am I? Unbreak myself. Let's have a little wander around and investigate. Did we loot the bodies of the zombies?
No, not yet.
Alright, cool. In which case, I'm going to investigate the room. That's okay.
Yep.
Can I search the bodies?
Yep.
I got a 5 for that investigation, so you.
Do I need a roll?
Even with a 5, like there's not a lot here. This wasn't like this was a working place. So like there's, you know, you probably get, so you find like about like 18 gold pieces sort of amongst the bodies worth of stuff, but that's it. Like this was a working forge for making stuff en masse. I want everybody to make a group stealth check. Pebble, could you, first of all, you do remember you have pass that trace. Second of all, you get to make this with advantage.
So when I'm making a stealth check, do I know I need to be stealthy, or is it just like a passive stealth check?
This is just to see how much noise you're making when you're exploring. Okay.
I'd only really do pass that trace if there was something concerning me enough to be hiding.
Okay, cool.
Nat 20, all good. I got a nat 20 and a nat 1, ridiculous.
Nice. Thanks to that, like, despite the fact that you're making a lot of noise in this place, it's calm. This is chill. Like, you're pretty sure there's nobody knows that you're here. Like, there's a what you do notice though as well, Pebble, is like this channel behind it. Like, Pebble knows enough about how this stuff works. It's like, oh, that side looks like it needs to water, but you can see that there's like a lot of rubble has like shut it off. So at one point that was probably some sort of like channel to water, but there's been some sort of cave in, and that's been cut off. I think putting that together, you're like, oh, the water is probably from like up towards the corner, which you know, like I said, you're the noise of like crashing oceans constantly. You're like, that's probably what that is.
So kind of take a look. I'm looking at the map, and in character, I guess I'm taking out and looking up, and it looks like there's a little cavern up there. Also, if we keep following that up that way, we should come to an even bigger cavern. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy to just keep like choosing which way. Let's maybe just head up if we want to keep going up.
Happy with anything? I don't mind.
I'm going to quickly go for a wee, but absolutely, yeah. If you want to keep going up, we'll keep going up. Caverns, what are you guys up to in the?
I'm going to sneak down there. I'm going to look at Pebble and I'm going to go. I'm going to sneak it.
Roll a stealth check and then roll a perception check with advantage if you're getting right up to the door.
It's a dirty 20.
Okay.
And perception 19.
Okay. Yeah. You don't speak the language that they are speaking, but you recognize the language. You're really familiar with this. This is Goblin. Like, you're not sure that these things are goblins. They don't sound like goblins, but they are speaking in Goblin, having a nice chat about, like, you're kind of overhearing general, like, when was last time you went up surface after long shift? Well, I haven't been off shift for many moons now, and just like general workplace kind of gripes.
I've been off shift for months. He's been working for months.
Some sort of thing speaking Goblin.
Who speaks Goblin in the party?
I don't know.
I do.
I look at Kanye and I indicate. I just put my hand over, I cup my hand over my ear, and then I point to the door.
Kanye, roll a stealth check.
11.
There's no movement behind the door. You're still like Kanye. You now get the full story of like these guys sound a bit like Clark, the guy that you met right at the very beginning, the first ever kind of boss monster, or as close as you got, who ran that cave. There sounds like there's about like 3 or 4 of them. Just, you know, you get the impression that this is like a staff room. Like, this is like a break room that you're like listening into, and it's like, what do you think of nice other female bugbear? She has nice ass. Just general chat.
I mouth to everyone bugbear, but I tell everyone to put on their red hoods.
Okay. Cool.
All right, and then we walk in.
Okay.
And we demand to know what they're doing and why they're dilly dallying.
Okay, so you go in. I mean, just in case you crit, roll a persuasion with advantage because you're wearing red cloaks.
And you hear from the other side of the door, "Listen to me, brethren."
Persuasion
to 20
with
So
advantage.
17. So it's just a 20.
So, like, oh, you, how you speak Goblin? You Red Brand?
Yes, exactly. We are from the Red Brand HQ.
You are here to see Nesna, Black Spider?
Exactly. Our good friend Nesnar, that's who we're looking for.
Okay, you go through doorway and then you take a right, okay? Is very similar to other doorway, except this doorway not go, like, rubble and landslide, yeah? And then you go to end of doorway, and then you take left, and then you take another right, okay? And then there's nah.
Perfect. I kind of look at everyone.
Okay, good, see you later.
As I'm walking past the bugbear, I eyeball him fucking hard.
Roll an intimidation check.
18.
Okay, no fighting. We're going now. We'll go do work. They all file out of the door that you just came through. And they told you which way to go.
Well, that was interesting interaction.
Wasn't what I was expecting.
Yeah, let's just keep going, I guess, guys.
Yeah.
Can we check? Like, can I hear anything on the other side of this door?
The other side, just it's not locked or anything. It doesn't sound like there's anything there.
It doesn't sound like anything's there.
No.
Okay. Well, I will go through then.
You go through. In front of you, there's like a sort of like extremely pitch black pool of water, like a very still pool. The water's dark, and you can see kind of like on the edge of it, there's like a thin layer of like broken shells, and like a very strong kind of like fishy odor from that pool in front of you.
I'm not approaching anymore.
On the right is just like another tunnel leading up a set of stairs, and then to the left is a tunnel that is like caved in.
Am I on my own? Is everyone just still staying in the other room?
Up to them.
I don't want to go near any other pool, but I mean, is it worth getting Pebble to detect magic again?
No one's to watch Kanye go near some water again.
I don't want to. I'm scared. I'm traumatized.
I got a new hat from you last time. This time should be quite fun.
What are you doing? What's everyone else doing?
I'll trot along. What's going on?
So the bugbears have all left behind you. Sort of. Basically, they feel like you're fellow employees, and you've like seen them not really doing work, so they're kind of like, quick, look busy, and headed off the door behind you. Kanye's gone through. There's a pool of water in front of him. It's like stagnant water with like a kind of like fishy smell. And then to your right, there's a corridor leading up, and then to your left is like rubble. The place you were told by the bugbears was to go right and then left.
So we go fuck up a drow. Stealthily, I walk forward, hoping that my friends will follow, maybe.
What are you guys all doing? And roll a
I follow.
roll a stealth
Yeah.
check.
19.
24.
Oh, 10.
Pebble, stealth check.
Yep.
Kanye, as you crest the stairs, you hear the sound of things being moved to your right, but they don't seem to hear you or your party. Despite the like shining torch that Pebble is carrying, they don't seem to notice it. And you see a flash of a black, smooth-skinned humanoid that you're kind of moving past.
On the right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, they said left, though, right?
Yeah.
I don't like these decisions. I say we go make sure like whatever is behind us isn't gonna. Can maybe someone stay here, make sure that Nezar doesn't run through.
You want to split the party in a boss fight?
No, not a boss. Like not split the party, but like I'm sorry, I'm moving it forward to see if I can see anything. I see someone there, don't I?
He's facing away from you. And there's like a drop like past him.
Can I push him off?
Roll a...
No, I don't know if that's what I want to do. I just,
What are you guys doing as a party? So Dharma, Nid and Pebble, what are you up to?
I think we're fighting everything here. I mean, yeah. What would I like? Is it? Can I see it's a big drop?
It's like 20 foot.
Yeah. I try to push him off.
Stealth check to see if you can get behind him. Then it's a
24.
roll an athletics check with advantage.
Oh, that's a 4. 17.
Okay. Cool. So, just for the benefit of everybody else here, right? You watch Kanye, who never normally gets involved in any sort of combat, creep down the stairs like you wouldn't believe. Completely avoiding the bugbear that was also there, and just like yeet a dude into the fucking river, who then crashes down, taking the full 10 damage. And doesn't know that you're there yet. What is everybody else doing?
I'm probably just gonna eat some popcorn and figure out why he just threw a guy off a cliff.
Dharma, what are you doing?
I don't think I'm all that,
see
by the
in
way.
the immediate vicinity. Like, what?
So you watched Kanye just absolutely like in a stealthiness that you've never really noticed from Kanye. You like watched him just like creep down, yeet a dude into a river, and then like standing there. To your left is just like a familiar tunnel, but like slightly less damp than the rest of these tunnels have been. Like generally seems to have been like cleared up a little bit.
So there's no one else near Kanye.
No.
Okay, so I'm gonna walk up to Kanye and I'm gonna put my arms out to the side as if to be like, "Yo, what the fuck?"
I don't know. I kind of panicked there. I'm not gonna lie. Should we
I think
go
I'm-
to the left
I think
now?
I'm gonna give him a thumbs up as if to be like, "Nuts."
I'm just gonna go back up that way. Is that another bugbear we see over there?
There is another bugbear, but he's currently just admiring the dude who's fallen into the river and is not paying attention to you.
I yell at him, "Be careful! He slipped."
Okay, now you need to roll a deception with disadvantage.
Even though I'm in a costume.
Roll deception with disadvantage.
That would be a 20.
Right. Okay. I should go down and look after him. The bugbear's just going to follow him down. Everybody seems to be congregating at the bottom of these cliffs. What are you guys doing?
I shoot a fireball down.
Okay.
First
Okay.
level. Sorry, second level fireball.
Oh my god, they all failed their dex check. Right. Roll.
You really? Is it gonna kill all of them? Because if we don't kill all of them, we're kind of fucked.
I heard
Roll.
a lot of.
Roll the damage.
So I'm using it
8d6.
as- So how much?
8d6.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. $24.
Okay.
Before this resolves,
Yeah.
how survivable is the drop down the waterfall?
So here's the thing. The drop down the waterfall is like 2d6 worth of damage. Not like
Is it a fall?
it is a fall.
I put myself in the waterfall.
Connor, how far down is the cliff?
20 foot.
20 foot. I can make what, 5 kilograms of clay in a day?
Look at his face. Look at his face.
I'm not even looking at
What does the item say, Bevel?
The item says
Don't give
oh,
Pebble.
1 foot of clay. Sorry, it's not 1 kilo. It's 1 foot of clay generated 6 times a day. That's what it says. So a foot of clay cubed, right? That's what we said. It was a cube that it would generate.
Ah.
Wet clay.
Your face, man.
Right, give me 1 second.
A cubic inch of clay.
Yeah, okay, so you're going to throw 50 kilograms at somebody? Yeah, okay.
What's the terminal velocity of clay?
I don't know.
I'll work it out.
I will say that for each usage of this, you can do 2d6 damage to everybody at the bottom that's in within 5 feet of your target.
Each square foot of clay I do, so that's 6 times I can do that then, or
Yeah.
just the one big lump.
Technically, yeah, you can do it. Well, in one go, in one go, you can do it twice. 2d6, ranged, throwing of clay.
Alright, in which case...
And I'm in the water behind the clay.
If you want to be, yes.
I do want to be, and I am.
In which case, I'm going to throw, well, 2 lumps of 2d6 clay. So here we go.
Roll 4d6.
Oh yeah, good rolls. 18.
Right.
I imagine these.
Do you want to attack one dude for 18 damage, or do you want to like spread it out?
Well, I mean, what can I do? I was about to say if I drop it on I was going to drop it on this group of 3. If I
Okay,
for one
you wipe
18
out.
damage,
You literally just kill 2 of them instantly.
What are the others looking? Because I'm just gonna magic missile the ones that are still alive.
There's one really fucked up bugbear, and there's one really fucked up doppelganger. Dharma, you're down there with them, by the way.
Huh?
Dharma, you said you wanted to be down there with them, so
Yeah.
what are you doing, Dharma? Fuck's
So,
sake.
for the record, I have used slow fall to take no damage. Because it's 2d6 damage and I reduce my fall damage by 25. And everybody's getting pieced up. I just scream, "Your soul belongs to me now!"
Roll to hit. I'm just so upset.
10 do it.
Let me just double check the AC. No! 10 does not do it. 14.
Wow. 13.
14 is the AC.
Oh,
Can we give him a Bardic for one of these?
yes. I'll take
I
Bardic.
mean,
Yeah, you gave him a Bardic earlier and he hasn't used it.
Okay, so I get that one automatically then. 'Cause I
Yeah.
got more than a 1. So, that is 7 damage. What's that doing to this boy?
It's still alive just.
For the large just, okay, then I'm going to use my third attack. Which,
Do you want to give an evil villain speech before we go?
that's a 7, and that doesn't harm it.
Yeah.
I'm going to Flurry of Blows it.
Oh.
And that also doesn't fucking hit it! Oh my god, that's another nat 1!
Yes! Yes! Okay. I mean,
Then
technically.
they'll cast magic missile now.
Yeah.
So 3 damage, 2 damage, and 5 damage.
They die.
Was that a boss?
And
No,
I
it wasn't a boss, but it was meant to take more than like one turn to do. So
I look up and I see Nil leaning over the edge of the cliff, and I just look at him like I go to be really pissed off, and then I just extend one full arm out, thumbs up.
I can Pebble like dangle me over the edge and I try and pick him up.
I could levitate people as
right. So are you searching this cavern in any way, shape, or form?
Oh Oh yeah, I'm looking
Oh,
over
yeah.
the bodies. I'm looking at because I'm right there. I figure I might as well look over the bodies.
Right, Dharma, you can make a perception check or an investigation check.
I've made a
That's
investigation
a
check.
19 perception.
Would you like, Dharma, would you like to
Sorry, Connor.
I didn't know what to do. It seemed like a good idea.
Okay. Okay. Dharma.
Just fucked up the next 8 hours of content.
No, but I didn't expect you to go here, and there's an item here, and I didn't expect you to roll well enough to get here. So, Dharma, you find a set of gauntlets of ogre power. Such a fucking evil laugh, by the way. Buried under the rocks that were being excavated by the bugbears here, you find a dwarven skeleton wearing magic gauntlets. On identifying them, because I'm sure that
Yeah, I'll do that.
Karye is going to identify them, these are gauntlets of ogre power. So, for those of you who don't know what gauntlets of ogre power are, basically gauntlets of ogre power mean that while you're wearing them, your strength score is 19. Like if your strength is above 19 or 19, it doesn't do anything. But if your strength is below 19, it gives you a strength score of 19. It is a thing that requires attunement, which would take an hour to do.
Does it? This is armor, isn't it?
No, this is like a specific item that is like a magic item that you attune to that gives you a strength score of 19.
But the gauntlets are armor, right?
That's something you wear, yeah.
So if I...
You would still count as unarmored wearing these.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. I'm keeping these bad boys. What the fuck?
It makes the most sense for the monk to have them.
I mean, does the 19 do anything for you though? Like,
Yeah, he gets bonus to unarmed damage.
Oh, it's
It's
beautiful.
massive.
Yeah.
These are very exciting items from Martin.
Yes.
Yeah. Because I can... Like, not right now, but I believe I can do stuff to make strength happen instead of dex. Right, Connor? Like, I don't think it does much for me right now.
But you can have your bludgeoning damage be 1 plus your strength, which is better than 1 plus your dex at the moment.
Yeah.
So you would do plus 1 damage.
You know what? Okay, I'm gonna... Fuck's sake. I'm gonna do character... I'm gonna be character rather than... I'm not gonna metagame this. Can you describe to me what they look like on it?
Okay, so the gauntlets are like they were intended for some sort of like gnome, so it's quite like workaday sort of like thick metal, like steel looking sort of armor, but the sort of like arm guards that move slightly up to sort of about like 3/4 of the way up the wrist sort of forearm portion. You can see the like exquisite filigree of like what looks like an ogre's kind of like face roaring. It is kind of decked out in kind of like brass.
Great, yeah, heavy and steel was basically all you needed to tell me there. I'm gonna get up on top of the cliff and I'm gonna hand these to Pebble.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say, oh baby, have I got something for you, sunshine? These are Pebble Pebble specials. They are heavy.
He can give them to you if he wants.
Wait, really?
Pebble just got so much shit.
Are you asking me in character or out of character?
Not character.
Yeah, like
That's your shit, no?
Huh?
Unless I misunderstand what they do.
they are big and heavy. They are not for me.
Sorry, DM.
Gauntlets of Ogre Power is the name of the item.
Oh no, what are you doing?
Will it do it?
I see.
So
I see
your strength is going to go up by 1 pebble, basically.
Oh my.
And
It's worth-
it's an attunement item, but your strength is +1 while you're wearing this item attuned to it. That's all it does, but obviously that gives you the any bonuses that you get from having slightly better strength.
Yeah, your strength score is 19 while you wear these gauntlets.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean,
If you get your strength to be above 19, they are useless. But
yeah.
a strength,
It also doesn't really do anything to me until I get my next.
yeah.
My next upgrade anyway.
But they look fucking cool, bro.
And your strength is 19. whatever that gives you. So that is what you have found. Hot damn.
Still plus 4, nice.
Yeah.
Kind of good for the hour. It takes an hour to attune, doesn't it?
It does take an hour to attune as well, by the way. So you can do that, but Pebble needs to roll a d20.
So,
It's like in my mind, for the things I find, it's like really, really simple. Anything that's like heavy is pebbles immediately.
Nice.
Anything stabby is nilled. Anything that is rad
Shiny.
fuck goes to Taylor. Anything that's like fashionable is Kanye's all over, and anything that's just like allow me to punch stuff. It's like
I mean, these are like punchy gauntlets. Like you could.
Yeah. Can I roll an insight check in character on like that interaction of Dharma giving it to Pebble?
I mean, not really. He knows what they are. He knows what the item does.
Yeah, this is what I mean. Like I put
Yeah,
them
I
on,
suppose he does, yeah.
Put them on. Like I know I'm stronger, and then I just like throw them around, and they're just so heavy and cumbersome, and I'm like, nah.
Nah, not for me.
Fair enough. What are you
Let's
guys doing? At this
We go
point?
to the left and see Nesnar.
Okay.
Did we take an hour or not?
If Pebble wants to be wearing the gauntlets, he needs to take an hour to do it.
At that point, if we do, that's a short rest. So you guys can heal some, like a roll.
Yeah,
D4.
you can heal up if you want.
That's what you're saying.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I can now. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to attune and chill and rest and do all that.
Cool.
Nice.
Do my barbarian healing. Fast. Oh, great one. That's enough. It's enough.
No, it's 1d4.
It's my regular hit dice for a short rest, and then I get 1d4 on top.
Oh, that's right. You get out. Okay, that's true. So
Yeah, which perfectly
Okay,
pushes
you
me.
say I need to do a d20 to attune them, right?
No. You attune to them after an hour. That's
Nice. Cool.
okay.
let's go see Nesnar, and I do it stealthily, listening out for voices. Do you want me to roll for stealth?
You definitely all need to roll for stealth with disadvantage, please.
Is that all of us? Sorry,
Yeah.
I just rolled it.